I understand trying to analyze things happening in split seconds, but when you or anybody else talk about it's all on the line this weekend, it's you got to do everything you can. Those are a lot of big buzzwords that can mean a lot of different things, and we've seen some different actions on this track. How do you set up the guardrails for yourself in terms of where that is and where that isn't, and understanding we're having this discussion in the calm, you're not overheated,
Right.
been in a car for 3.5 hours, and maybe you exceed that, but how do you go into an event trying to put up guardrails and trying to do it, I guess maybe quote unquote the right way?
Yeah, it's a hard place to be, right? Because we've seen so many times desperate people do desperate things, and what are you willing to do? And can you justify that in your mind somehow?
We can justify anything.
Maybe. I mean, it's tough, right? Because it's a true test of your morals, if I'm being honest. Like there's times that you're just like, is this the right thing to do or not, right? And to your point, you kind of got to think about that stuff beforehand. Like, also every action has a reaction, right? And most likely, depending on what you do to get in, you still got a race next week, And I've said it before, you make it in a championship 4, but don't win. It doesn't mean anything. Like, it's nice to say you got there, but you didn't win. You don't get the trophy. Does it really matter? Not really. So, you kind of got to think more than just the race ahead of you, that there's going to be a race next week. Same drivers will be out there, right? Same cars, like all those, like you kind of got to think about all that stuff. It's still a hard place to be, right? I mean, it's a very challenging place to put us. And I'm not saying I've done the right thing every time, but I can't really think of things in my mind that I look back at and go, gosh, that was the wrong play. I haven't done nothing that I can say that I feel like personally, and probably others will disagree, but to me, a bump and run in turns 3 to make it to championship 4 is fine. Completely wiping him out and dumping him, back him in the fence, probably too far. That's my opinion. Everyone's going to have a different one.